think Toby remembers. This is the Dog Walk Chronicles. I think Toby remembers the time he got chased by a fox. The very first month or two that my daughter got him. And we just saw a fox, and he likes to bark and be a tough guy persona, but he didn't chase the fox, even though Gus was on the leash, and I had to hold Gus back with everything I had. Toby just looked and barked, but every time we see the fox, Toby seems to stay closer to us after we've seen the fox. He seems to stay a little closer, which is good, but kind of telling. I've always said it's no dog of mine should be at the bottom of the food chain, and Toby, frankly, is kind of like at the bottom of the food chain. I think those bees down there are still there. I have to check on that one, but I may on the fourth one have finally killed one nest. We'll see if the second nest is gone. Bee's nest. Yeah, I sort of see something down there going on. Anyway, Gus at 85 pounds. A fox is about 20 pounds if I did the research right. And so the fox will more than be happy to pick up 8-pound Toby, but he ain't gonna think about touching 85-pound Gus. Gus is gonna eat him. So, yeah. Unfortunately, I can't let Gus. So here's the messed up thing. I would let my other dog, our last dog, a Doberman mix, out in the yard, and he would just go do what he had to do. He wouldn't run off. I mean, he did a few times, but mostly he would just stay in the yard. I guess when he got older. And Gus is not like that. He'll go off into the woods and chase the deer and the fox, obviously, and anything else that moves. So I gotta walk him, which is crazy. I never walk dogs. And when I first started walking him, I would train. It was winter, it was December, so it was cold. So I said, every time he does his business, pees or poos, I'm gonna give him a treat. And then, that'll get it over with quicker so we can go inside. That was, I know, that may not have been the right way to think of it, but that's how I thought of it. And the other thing is, since I can't let him loose so he can run, he did chase a stick a little bit in the yard right here. But then we get to the point he'd see something and he'd dart off. So I said, no, heck no, we're not doing that anymore. So now he can't chase sticks. So he doesn't get that exercise. So for the last year and a half, I've basically kept the leash on him and kept it tight, sorry Gus, and made him drag me around the yard. I figure that's his exercise. So instead of being a tight end or a regular end and running down and doing, pass patterns, he's a lineman, in this case dragging someone twice his weight around the yard versus a lineman pushing another guy who weighs 300 pounds back and forth. So that was my concept for Gus's exercise. He's meaty and beefy instead of thin and svelte. So right or wrong, I don't know if it actually works by pulling me, if he's actually getting any muscle work out of that, but he's definitely thick. Come here. He's thick. And that's the Dog Walk Chronicles today. Gus says, come on, Gus, time to go. Time to go. Time to go, and Toby stays with us.